Okay, welcome everyone to the video. This is my Let's Play series on the rainyday.dg Skyblock server, and I am up to episode 36. So I've done a little bit of grinding, a little bit of enchanting, a little bit of re-rolling, things like that. So let's have a quick look at what I've got. So I've just about finished this set. It's not perfect, but it's not too bad. So we have bossing 90, 126, 112, and 87. So quite a bit of bossing there. Unfortunately I only got 2 bonuses on one of the sets, so I might have to get some more large bossing scales and try and recycle them, but I've got Knight, White Dragon, Dragon Slayer there. I want to change Egg Hunt to Knight or to Knight as well, and I've got White Dragon. So yeah, but I have put Thorns 3 on each of them, which took a while. So yeah, so there we go. So that's some Clash equipment. If we have a look in here, this is just my spare chest for when I'm taking things off and swapping things around. So here I have so I recycled these as well and put in fishing scales with 1 merchant scale in each, just to get a little bit of merchant bonuses. But there I got hooked and replanter, which is fantastic, because if I can get replanter on 2 items, I've got 100%. Here I only got 1 bonus there, but that's hooked at the moment. This one here, I've got replanter there, but what I want to do is then over here I've got hooked and collector. So if I want to switch that collector over to replanter, and then put this at hooked, and then I will have 4 hooked and 2 replanter, which is perfect, because I've got the 2 replanter there. I have been using the replanter for my I won't go down there, beetroot, and it does save a lot of time. Yeah, so so that's what I've been doing with in between episodes. I have used up all of my rerolls, and I'm pretty much used up all of my sky dust. I've just got to try and build it up now to get some more free rerolls. I don't want to use my cloud coins, so I'm just going to have to see how I go. Yeah, so that's where I'm up to now. What I do want to do, though, I do have a couple of thunder keys here. Let's just go and do them. I can spell. There we go. Okay, so these are just thunder, so I'm probably not going to get much from them, but we'll see. Oh, I got a tornado key. That's good. Okay, enchant and redstone. And XP and a small sword. Okay. Alright, let's go and have a look at this tornado key. 2 more tornado keys, no. Sky dust and high spawners. Okay. So what did I get? I got Gale Cutter, Bolt's Edge, nothing major there. Curse of Vanishing, Blast Protection, and Looting. Okay. Alright, well, didn't get much there, but that's okay. At least I opened them. I did get that tornado key. I reckon I'm probably fairly close to getting a tsunami key from opening 10 of these, or however many it is. Yeah, so Go back. All right. Okay, the other thing I do need to do though, and I probably should have done this before I went to the crates because I'm going to, I want to do the pass, but I'll do that in a sec. I put a little lava trash can in here. I found that when I was going for thorns here, I would have an inventory full of books, and then I'd have to go in here and disenchant them. It was taking forever. I thought, no, I'm just going to just throw them in here and make some more from the leather that I get in the mob farm. It's much of a muchness as of whether I disenchant or just throw. But yeah, these tools I don't really want. So and these books I don't really want. So don't need those, don't want those. And then I can just go switch and they're gone. I could have set up a nice little redstone thing where it's a where it's a chest and going into a dropper, and the dropper puts it into the lava. The chest could be a trapped chest so that it doesn't start pulling things out until it's closed and things like that. But I thought I'd just go the easy route. Alright, so let's have a look at pass. Okay. Alright, we claimed all of those. I think this is where we're up to. No, yeah, we claimed up to there. Okay, so, alright, Skydust, I need that. More Skydust, I need that even more. Money is good, money is good. There's another tsunami key. And a cosmetic key. And then we're up to here. So yeah, so we're not that far away. We're in the last stretch. XP, 150 cloud coins, 3 tornado, 1 tsunami, 1 sprite. Yep, okay. I'm not quite sure whether I will. Yeah, I think I might just open these rather than keep them for the giveaway. I've got 5 keys for the giveaway. I'm happy with that, or 4 keys. How many keys do I have for the giveaway? 5. Yeah. Right, cosmetic, tsunami, tornado, and thunder. Yeah, I might make it 3 thunders and 2 tornadoes as the prize. I'm not quite sure. Depends on how I feel. Anyway, all right, let's go back to the crates. Okay. So tsunami, let's see if we get something good from here. There are some keys there, but I didn't get them. No, I don't want swords. Random enchant books, which are useless. Epic custom enchant book, if I get something good from them. Aqua affinity, fire, looting, fire, flame. Then we have guardian angel, taunt, guardian angel again. Crop walker, skull crusher. Oh well. Okay, cosmetic key. Steampunk. I don't think I've got any steampunks. Let's open it and see what we get. Engineer title. Okay. Well, my title at the moment, you can't really see it looking at it at myself, but my title at the moment is samurai, I think. And if I take off my gear, No, it's not wearing. This isn't the right skin. Oh well, doesn't matter. Okay. All right. So let's go back. Yeah. So basically, what I'm doing now at the moment is I am just trying to get XP, which is mainly just by sitting here at the mob farm and just killing mobs, or by going down to the beetroot farm and farming beetroot. Now that I've got replanter, I can just farm it and let it grow back again. Both of those give quite good Clash XP. I have been doing some farming here, mainly just to get the lapis, although I do need to have the weather set correctly. I do have weather totems, but or cloud totems, but at the moment I just haven't. Somebody said, I think I posted a comment on one of the videos, or sorry, I said in one of the videos, does that look like Harry the Platypus? Somebody posted a comment. I'm presuming this is what they were talking about. They see Bluey from not Bluey, Bingo from Bluey. I don't see it, but sure, okay. That's an idea maybe for next season. Maybe I do a Bluey themed island, have the house and the backyard and things like that. That might be something interesting to do. The house is a bit might be a bit tricky because like all cartoon houses, it's small on the outside but big on the inside. But it might be something fun to do. Yeah, so there we go. Now, as to what I want to do for the rest of the video, I have no idea. I was thinking of doing something similar, like a decoration build only. Maybe again in Readiness for Void, I might do a slash across the sky, a tear in the fabric of space and time, as long as it's not sitting over top of the fishing pond. But yeah, so maybe I could do something like that, so it looks like there's a split or a crack or a spider web up there in black concrete. So at night make it a bit hard, but I don't have too much of it. Yeah, so I've only got about 7 stacks. Probably not enough. I mean, I could mix in some grey concrete, stuff like that. Crying obsidian would also be quite good as well, but I've got to find somebody who sells it. But there you go. So that's what I have been doing. I did come back down here and don't land. Okay, I didn't trample the crops. That's okay. I did clear out my custom trees, which were down here. I may decide to do them again, and this is still sitting blank. I don't know whether the trees in Void will be able to be planted here. I'm not sure, but they're just there in readiness for if I need them. But there you go. All right, so yeah, that's it for the intro. I will come back and we'll see what we can do in the second part of the video. Okay, welcome back everyone. All right, I've started on a structure here to build up to do my tear in the fabric of space and time. So I'm up to this. This is basically 2 stacks of sand. It's up to 285. That's close enough. I think the build limit is 320, so that just gives me a bit of room. I'm probably just going to do it flat though. I'm not going to go up, but I just couldn't be bothered doing more sand. So I can go out to about 60-60, I think. Yep, so there's the thing. So let's say 60 just to make sure, and 60 over here. Yep, so I can go out quite a bit from where the village is, and obviously I can go to 60-60 on the other side. I honestly don't think I've got enough blocks, but I will at least get a start. So let's just see if I can just go. If I just do a... This is going to be a bit hard. If I just want to just do a random... Yeah, I want to do a random thing, and of course the black concrete makes it really hard to see the lines, doesn't it? Where am I? If I go that way, and if I want to get to, say, yeah, okay, so I want to come over this way. Alright, okay, I want it to come a bit more, okay. Alright, so, yeah. Yeah, okay, this is going to be a bit tricky. I don't know whether it's even going to work. I'm wondering whether it might even be better just to stand here and just go just like this. Yeah, just do random movements. Do want to get more over this way to get it to, yeah, okay, so now it's more even with the numbers, but I do want to just split it up a bit so that it is alright, so we're pretty much past the middle. Okay, to go more this way. Man. Okay. Right, so yeah, doesn't really matter if it's a bit random because that's the whole point. Okay, so about 25. Yeah. So what I could do now is I could go out this way a little bit, around here, make it a little bit bigger, and then come back here to here so that it's a bit thicker in the middle. And then I can do some split outs of like lightning diagonals out this way that can go out a little bit further. Yeah. Alright, so that's 28, 29. That's 24, 42. So really should be back here a little bit. So what I might do is make that a, yeah, I'll make 28. No, it doesn't matter. All right. Something keeps turning my night vision off. Don't know what. Probably just PvP or Dragon or something like that, but I'm not sure. Okay, so if I start around about here and I start going like this, move down like that so I don't fall off. Right, so a little bit going out that way. Now if I fill it in, so let's just put on multi-place, we'll make it 10, so that if I make a mistake it doesn't get too bad. And just okay, definitely going to run out of blocks here. Yep. So I either have to go looking for some concrete or build some more custom trees. So if I just head down here just a little bit, middle of the night, that's okay. I might have to just extend that out a little bit more as just a single thing to make it a bit and get rid of any that are a bit too that's sticking out a bit too much there. Let me go up above, make it easier to see. There we go. Yeah, so that's sticking out a little bit there, so just fix that now. I might just take that out as well. And go. Yeah, so that's not too bad. So get some more blocks, and then what I'll do, like I said, I'll extend some lightning bits out, or more cracks out this way and this way. I want to make sure, like I said, that it's not over the top of the fishing pond, which it's not, and any lightning will just have to go around it. And what I might do is I'll see if I can grab some maybe some crying obsidian and put them throughout to make it sort of like a bit more textured. But yeah, so there's the start. I think I need to do a bit of trading, maybe see what I can get. Let's just get rid of that sand. Okay, stand here so that I can get most of it. Two stacks, perfect. All right. Okay, so yeah, a bit hard to see at night, but during the day I think it'll look quite good. And yeah, so and I'll try and make it extend out right to the end so that it's as big as possible. So there you go. Okay, so I will do some trading, maybe some grinding, and I'll come back later. Okay, welcome back everyone. Okay, so I've gathered a little bit more of the black concrete. So I'm going to see how it goes. I did think about moving it down from up at the top of the sky down to over at the edge over here. So about somewhere here, and moving it down a bit. So even if it's just sort of like a little bit just below cloud level, I did think about doing that. It would look a lot bigger. I haven't really decided yet. So if I'm standing over here, it would go from about over there and it would arc all the way up to somewhere over there. So it would be quite a bit bigger. Thing is, it would also be, because it's closer, it would be quite a lot blockier. Have I got night vision on? I did, okay. Yeah, so I haven't really worked that out. The other thing I wanted to do was maybe do a lightning bolt going from the tower down to here. Maybe, you know, hitting here, which I think would look quite good. And if I'm only over here somewhere, so about here, and maybe up here, around about here, and that's not that far away. Whereas, so that's like at 190. Whereas if I'm up here, yeah, if I do it over here and do a lightning bolt going down to there, for one thing, it's going straight down, although it is angling a little bit, so that's okay. But that's another 100 blocks. So that's, and I want the lightning bolt to be quite thick, so I'm probably looking at least 400 or more blocks of whatever I use to do it. So I'm a little bit torn as to whether I do it over there or yeah, over there somewhere slightly below cloud level, or up here where it is. Because of how small this is when you're down on the ground, I'm thinking something that's higher is going to look even smaller. So I'm thinking maybe I will do it over here. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I might do that. Alright, now in the meantime, so I will tear that down and we'll start again over there shortly. In the meantime, I've done a little bit of building over here. And what I've done is I have, if I come back into here, I've got all of my, I did have all of my scales in here. I had dungeoneering, bossing, and mining. I had slaying, farming, and whatever else. And then I had fishing there, and then I had all the 1, 2s, and 3s. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, and 5s in here. However, trying to sort everything out was a bit of a hassle, especially if you ended up with 4 or 5 personal vaults full of scales after an hour session. So what I've done is I've created a multi-item storage system. Now I did do it off camera because I wasn't quite sure it would work. I had to follow a tutorial. I have done it before. This is one that I used in my first season of, I think it was the first season of Rainy Day, I think. And if you actually come in and have a look, yeah, the redstone, not too bad. It's a bit messy. It's not too bad. It's actually by a YouTuber called Silent Whisperer, quite a big Bedrock YouTuber. This one in particular, he gave details on how to make it work in Java, which didn't involve too much at all. So that's what I've done. And yeah, so what it does is there is a chest in here, and I've already got it full of stuff. I'll put some more in, and I've also put another chest above it that leads into that chest in case I have lots of blocks to do. And they come down, and if you have a look in here, I have all of my dungeoneering, my bossing, and my woodcutting, and I go from 1 through to 15. I don't have 14 or 15 here, so that's 13, 14, 15. This one here I do have all of them. And then over here I've also got an extra stack for the 1s and 2s in case I go over a stack. Yeah, so I've done that. Then here we've got mining, farming, slaying. Once again, I have the extra stacks. And then down here I've got fishing, and then we go into enchanter, specialist, zoologist, and grinder. They're all the 5s. Then the 3s, skilled and vitality. Then the 2s. Oh no, hang on, going on there. That's that one. Okay. Yeah, because I've got 2 full stacks there. I'm going to leave them there because what I might actually do is just swap these around. Yeah. And then I've got the 2s, which are the Scholar 1, Scholar 2, and then I've got merchants, and I've split them up into 2 stacks. So yeah, so there's plenty of room yeah, so there's plenty of room there. And then I did have it as 1 column. I thought, but the problem with that is it was then off center because I didn't know how to where I needed to set it up. I thought if I added another column in, and it worked out quite well. I still got a little bit of room in here, but with 1, 2, 3 on that side and 1, 2, 3 on that side, it works out perfectly. And then in this one, I've done all of the concretes in rainbow order. And then down the bottom here, I've done the stained glass, but I've only done 1 stack of stained glass each. And then at the bottom here is the overflow. So anything that comes through here and gets in there, overflowed, it means it either wasn't set up. So for example, not that one. Oh yeah, no, that one will do. Try again. Yeah, so here I've got fishing 10, nothing for 11, 12, 13, 14, and then fishing 15. So if I get 11 through to 14, they'll just flow through and end up in the output, at the overflow, and then I can grab them and set them up in here. The other thing is that if there is if there's a full stack, so here we've got say 53 enchanter 2s. If I happen to get 11 more than 11 more, then the remainder will go into the overflow, and I can work out whether I need to pull them out and combine them or sell them or whatever. But there you go. So that's my yeah, so that's my multi-item sorter. Now what I want to do is I'll grab, no, I didn't put them there, I think I put them over here. Yeah, so I've got some extra ones here that are out of my rewards vault. Okay, so if I come back up here and I can try and reach that. So I've got too many to fit in there. So what I will do is I'll come up the top and put them in here. And there we go. All right. And now, fingers crossed. I did test it with 1. I've sort of tested it with 2 columns, but we'll see. And now if I press the button, yeah, so this is going down. Now it is quite slow. You can see there it's going down at like 1 a second approximately. It has to do that to make sure that everything gets collected and sorted correctly. So yeah, so it is pretty slow. So I'll probably just leave that for a while, and we'll come back to it later. In the meantime, what I think I'll do is I'll go and take that down, and we'll see how it looks going over in a diagonal over in that direction. So I'll be back. Okay, welcome back everyone. Alright, so I've torn down the tear in the sky, and I've got my black concrete here. I have used some wood to get to where I want, so I am about 4 blocks away from the current border. That's good enough for me. If I'm standing here, I can't see the border. Yeah, so, and I'm pretty much right in the middle. If I go at an angle, well, whichever way, doesn't really matter. I'll probably go that way. I might go that way actually. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, yeah, so if I go at an angle, then I will go this way, and then we're going to have the lightning go that way. Yep. So yeah, so now what I want to do is just sort of like extend this down. Again, I can go out to about 60. Yep, so I'll go out to about 57 maybe. And I might try and make it a little bit 3D, but I'm not really quite sure. I might just make it flat and then extend it out behind a little. So if I just start going down, yeah, so this is the hard part, trying to get it to be organic, whilst also not a pain in the neck to do. Alright, I might just get it to about 45, and then we could sort of like do some spider webs at the end. Okay, so that's at 40. So what were we down here? We're at 42. It's close enough. Alright, so yep. And now what I might do, see what we've got, is I will, again, this is pretty hard to do with such a dark material, but we'll see how we go. I might just come down here and we'll start going yeah, we'll start doing sort of like widening the slash. Trying very hard to be random, but that's not really in our nature, is it? Ah. Okay, don't really... do I have my axe with me? I do. Okay. Alright, I'll do the rest of that later. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, I might just have to make it a little bit wider in the middle. And down that way. Make that come out a little bit more and down. But, looking good. Alright. Yeah, up here is a bit thin. Let's grab from here. And we might just pick it up about here. So, there. There. Alright. Let's just see what that looks like. Okay. Probably said it before, multiplace is fantastic if you are doing big builds or big farms. It's not absolutely necessary early game, but if you are able to save up enough cloud coin to get it, that would be great. It is available at one of the later ranks, but it is a fairly late rank, I believe. So if you want it earlier than that, it's well worth to actually buy it. I think that's what I did. I think I bought it before the rank was available, or before the rank, because it would have taken me another few thousand or more to get the rank, whereas I just spent however much it was on the multiplace, and yeah, don't regret it at all. Except for when I make mistakes and place where it's not supposed to, but it is only 32 blocks max, so even if you do make a mistake, it's not that difficult to get rid of it. I suppose unless you're doing obsidian, in which case it takes a little bit of time. I think if you were doing obsidian though, you'd be a bit extra careful. Alright, so I'm nearly out of blocks. Okay. Let's come back and stand over here. Ah! Yeah, it's probably a bit thin, although so I am going to put some spider webs coming out there and out there. It is a bit thin. I probably do need to make it a bit thicker in the middle, and a bit thinner at the ends. Alright, let me go and have a look and see if I do actually have any more black. Take that multiplace off. No, I don't. Okay. Alright, so let's just come here and just go a little bit more out this way. Alright. Okay, it's a little better. I think down here needs a bit more. Okay. Okay, let's just try getting rid of that one. Chuck those down there. Alright, so just tidying up a little bit. And just put a point at the end. Okay, I'm just going to go and fall down here and see if any blocks are down here. Okay, there's a couple. Any more that I can see? Any? Yeah, one there. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. So yeah, I don't have too much more. But that's not too bad. Probably still need to be wider again. I think I need to go down here and go down here a bit more. Just make this bit wider. But so if up here, if we then now go from here, we'll go 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then here we'll just go down a little bit. And maybe even split it off again. Okay. Yep. So what I'll probably do once I get a little bit more is I will put a couple more coming out here and here, and then some more down that way, just to make it a little bit more lightning. I do want to put some crying obsidian in here. Now, whether I simply just put a seam going through the middle to give it a sort of like a center, or whether I surround the edges with the crying obsidian, I don't know yet. I haven't been able to find any yet. But there you go. So let's make this one a little bit longer. Okay, there you go. All right, so I might just have to do some more custom tree mining, see if I can get some more black concrete, or find somebody who's got it. And yeah, so let's come back over here and have a look. Get close enough to it. Okay, so that's finished. Now what happens is alright, let's finish that. So let's have a look at the output chest. That's a lot. I wasn't expecting that. Something's not working. No, this isn't working. Alright. I think the scales actually worked, but the rest of it didn't. I'll have to look at that. But if we have a look at the scales, like that's a 12, so 10, 11, 12. So that went through because I didn't have that set up. So if I take that out, green, that's a 14, which is over here. Because 15 goes there. Then we have blues and reds. So if we come down here, reds, that's a 14. And I think this is a 15, yep. So they went through correctly. And then we have fishing. And I've got a 12, which is there. And a 11, which is there. Yeah, so they worked. So now I have to work out why this stuff didn't. Obviously, oh, there's another scale there. Obviously something wrong with my farming scale. Something wrong with the redstone. I'll have to just have a quick look and see if I can find anything in particular. The only farming one I didn't have. Farming 15, and I had 2 of them. Alright, okay. So, yeah, I might quickly come back afterwards, see if I can work out what's wrong with this and let you know the details. But yeah, there's my slash in the sky. I think it's a bit straight. I might have to bring it out and around and cut out some of the there, make it a bit more bent. But there you go. So I will be back later. Okay, back again. So yeah, I've done a little bit more of the work on the tear in the sky. I'm still not quite sure about it. I think what I might need to do is just make the tendrils at the end a bit bigger, and maybe extend them out from the center as well. Make it more of a spider web rather than a streak across the sky. I don't have two. I was able to get about 6 stacks of black concrete, so I've got 2.5 left. So yeah, I might just have to see if I can get some more and continue just to add things to it. But yeah, what I also want to do, like I said, is do a bolt of lightning coming from maybe from either one of the tendrils or from the middle. Not quite sure. Probably from the middle. Bolt of lightning coming down and striking here. It's not that far away, so it shouldn't take too much, but I do need to get the blocks to do it. Now with my device over here, I did work out what the issue was. It was typically for me, I forgot a couple of torches. So that torch there and that torch there were missing. Now it's got the torches, so it's working fine. So that is empty. That's empty. Have a look down the bottom here. Nothing has come through. And yeah, and all of these are now all filled up. Or filling up anyway. So yeah, it seems to be working fine. I do have a few more in my here. I've just been doing some more mining of the custom trees. I might as well put these back in as well and let that go. It's turned on at the moment, so yeah, we'll just see how it goes. So yeah, so I might call this a video. So that's basically started. I'll do a little bit more work on it, and if I can get a good screenshot of it, I'll use that as the thumbnail of the video. Yeah, it basically it will just be a premonition of the void, I would say, or something like that. I do have to get rid of that as well. Before I go, let's have a look at how we're going for the giveaway. We're at 92 subscribers. We're only at 8 to go. I would love it if we could get to 100 subscribers before Void comes out, which is only in 2 days, I think. Yeah, 2 days, 5 hours. So it'd be great if we could get there, and then I could do the giveaway on the Void release. If not, that's fine. We'll see how we go. But anyway, yeah. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.